Hello everyone, welcome back to another Economist Diary episode. As I mentioned in the last video, the Eras Tour, Taylor Swift giving total of more than $55 million to every staff on the stage or behind the stage, who together made the incredible concerts come true. This is an example of giving workers motivation and increasing work efficiency. However, this video is going to focus on mad workers. When workers are not satisfied with their wages, they will ask help from trade unions. They may start a strike and so on to fight for their own benefit. The increase in the minimum wage in the US will perfectly demonstrate this situation. So without further ado, let's get started. Workers in companies such as UAW and UPS were strongly demanding higher wages last year. A huge strike, stand-up strike, was called by the union. The strike was caused when contract talks failed to secure new labor agreements before the current deals expired. UAW was calling for a 46% pay increase over the duration of 4-year contract to increase top hourly wages to about $47 per hour. Also, UPS workers aim for an average of $49 an hour for full-time workers. An agreement would end mandatory overtime on drivers' day off. Companies has to consider the wage increase and negotiate with the trade unions. This is because the strike of UAW workers was extremely tough, as wages haven't been rising for a long period. According to the news, other workers expand their strikes to 78 locations in 20 states. It will no doubt have a negative on productivity, as firms will have a huge reduction in car output before they agree to raise wages. Also, the strike of UPS will cause delivery problems, which cause not only private costs, but also social costs that will result in unavailability of shopping online. Eventually, the two companies all agree to raise prices due to the high pressures. The cause of the strike may be triggered by the following factors. First one is the high demand for labor. After COVID-19, the actual job vacancy will double the number of unemployed workers. Companies such as UAW are demanding more workers. The Thai labor market gave workers a benefit in negotiation, as firms were not expecting to lose more workers. Also, the inflation, the stimulus check in 2020, in which most Americans check up to $1,200 as a way to put money directly in the pockets of families that are struggling to manage the economic fallout of COVID-19. The overissuance of money will lead to a rise in price. In addition, the wars caused the price of crude oils to rise. Crude oils plays a significant role in generating energy, producing materials such as plastic and silica gel, and in transportation. Hence, it will result in a soaring price of food and many necessities. As workers are unable to afford the rise in cost of living, they would be unsatisfied with wages in their companies. Although a successful strike will benefit workers, it will also influence workers in other companies, solving the worker walkout problems in both UPS and UAW. Other companies, however, for example, GM, Ford, and Stellantis, will experience a problem of retaining workers. We are not getting paid what we are supposed to. I feel like our CEO is getting all of our money, said Anthony Turner, who walked off his job Friday at a GM customer care center in Michigan. Companies stating the change of wage agreement was a very competitive and historic offer, as it will increase the burden on many companies. It will raise the cost of production, as more money is needed to pay for labor, leaving inflation unchanged. But yet, UPS and the auto workers aren't the only companies to raise pay levels this year. Walmart, the largest private sector employer in the US, lifted the starting wage to $40 from $12. Bank of America raised its minimum hourly wage this fall to $23 from $22, with a goal of paying $25 by 2025. With the rise of interest rates set by the Fed, and many firms don't expect workers to participate in trade unions, the problem of high cost of living standard will be solved in time, with the timeless floating economy issues and recoveries. So that is the end for today's video. Hope you guys will like it, and don't forget to like and subscribe my channel. See you next week.